2019, we were at Battlegrounds. We were backstage. Connor and I saw this part of the roof that was lower than the rest of it. We could jump up and we could tap it. And I went to my friend, hey, Beth, jump up. And I missed it. And my hands were too high. I rammed right into the corner. I fell down. Everyone's like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I just feel this blood dripping down my face. This is like 2 hours before we go on stage for prelims, mind you.
Not even. Great, it was like within the hour, I swear.
And got a wheelchair up there. And all I remember is your face, Josh. Just you walk out of the elevator and you're like, what? Just that. You were frozen. Just like, what is happening?
What happened?
You guys left to get food.
I saw you 10 seconds ago and you were fine.
You guys, the whole crew left to get food. And Project One comes back and they're like, what has happened here? Like, oh my God.
What's up, and welcome back to the Project One Dance Podcast. Today's episode is part one of our catch-up with one of Australia's best dance crews and our arch rivals, Sweet Feet. Sweet Feet are actually over in America right now at the World Hip Hop Dance Championships, so go follow their Instagram to stay updated with the journey and show them some support as they try to bring home gold for Australia. In this episode, we talk about the backstory of Sweet Feet and how they got to where they are now. We talk about how our two crews met and what it was like to compete against each other, as well as some unheard funny moments from back in our comp days together. So sit tight and let's get into it.
What's going on? My name is Josh. Welcome to the Project One Dance Podcast, where we talk about dance, life, and everything in between.
Yeah.
With me hosting today is my fellow PodLab boys.
What?
PodLab boys.
My name's Ryan.
And I'm Rob.
And we are here with our arch nemesises.
The people who keep us up at night.
Our greatest rivals.
The reason I sleep with my left eye open.
The reason that I can't sleep. Wait, we did a lot
I think
of
you
weird
guys
shit.
just have issues, dude.
We're here with
I'm just insomnia.
Yeah.
You guys just have issues.
Enemies to lovers story.
We are here with Sweet Feet. So
Yeah.
welcome, guys. Welcome.
shouldn't have learned you.
This is our first interstate guest we've had on this podcast, so it's pretty exciting.
Oh, damn.
Did you guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'll start. Hi, I'm Hadley, and that's it.
And how long have you been in Sweet Feet for?
I've been in Sweet Feet for, like 6 years now.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, I'm Hugo. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm so self-conscious. Hi, I'm Hugo, and this is my second year in Sweet Feet.
You don't have to look at the camera.
Oh, but I really want to.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll allow it now.
Profile
He's
shot.
staring at everyone at home.
Yeah.
Staring at everyone at home.
I'll go. My name is Noah, and this is my 6th year in Sweet Feet.
Woo!
My name's Bree, and this is my 3rd year in Sweet Feet.
My name's Connor, aka Arson. I've been in Sweet Feet since 2013.
Yeah.
The format's different, but it still works.
Yeah, it still
Yeah.
works.
I was about to say he's the only one that said the year he started.
I don't know how long.
2013, that's like 10 years.
Yeah,
I've been there
this
since
year's
the
like the
start.
10th year of Sweet Feet, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, 10-year anniversary.
10-year anniversary? You guys gonna do something?
Yeah, special.
We
We'll do a
merch.
podcast.
That's why they're building the piano downstairs.
For the anniversary, yeah.
That's what the piano is for downstairs.
Yeah.
So right now we're in the Sweet Feet trap house.
Trap house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the humble abode.
We did get the tour. It never ends. And
It's a maze. It's really
there's
decorated.
a dungeon.
Yeah, there is a
The
dungeon.
layout is really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, really interesting.
If you don't see us after this podcast, just please come help.
They're
Come look in the
within the
dungeon.
catacombs.
You've already lost Andy. Andy was here. He's actually still somewhere else. We can't find him at all.
So yeah, we alluded to earlier.
Oh,
Arch
okay.
nemesis, right?
Allude.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
So we actually have like quite a bit of history.
Yeah, we do.
Sweet Feet
Yeah.
and
Project One.
We've been competing together for a long time and against
Not
each
together,
other.
against
Each other, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
So these are like the dance comps, the hip hop international, the other comps.
Those ones.
Don't mention them unless they pay you, bro.
So yeah, we've crossed paths a lot there. That's where we met, right? Those comps?
Yeah. I actually think the Connect was a bit before that.
There's a bit of like overlap, I think. Some of the battle scenes, some of the competition scene.
Yeah, because once like the nation started like
Yeah.
hooking up, that's when Wollongong really got the Canberra Connect.
Yeah.
When Mandy and Melissa came through.
Yeah. So it was like, I think there was a couple times. The first time we saw you, I think we saw Hadley first.
Oh god.
In
Sounds right.
Did you see or hear him first?
Oh, you beat me to it.
Come on.
so we saw you on stage. right?
Yeah.
With your crew, with your
Oh, with
Yo.
with the old crew.
yeah, with the old crew.
Yeah, don't mention.
We
don't
don't
mention.
say the
We don't
name.
say that name anymore.
Okay. So yeah, we saw you there, and we were like, we were pretty blown away.
Yeah, we're
like
like,
back
damn.
then, and we were like,
Dude, I wish I could be like that.
yeah. And I remember Chip, our crew leader, was like, you guys could be like them if you train, if you get better. So
That was the driving force in Project One.
yeah, honestly, it was like a huge inspiration because that comp we came second last. I'm pretty sure. And I think
Yeah.
did you guys win? I think.
Oh, that's
what
HHI
year was that?
2017. Yeah, you did win.
Yeah.
That was.
17.
I remember
We
your
did
routine
come second
actually.
last,
We
yeah.
came second last to that comp.
Yeah. So we were like, oh shoot, we could be like them if we tried
Yeah,
harder.
that was literally 2 months after the crew broke up. No, before the crew broke up.
Oh, wow.
After the crew. Yeah,
That's right.
At least you went out in a bang.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
something like that.
and then you were saying the nations as well. So this is like Hip Hop Nation that
Yeah.
really sparked it. This
Yeah.
is like an offshoot of Popping Nation.
Yeah,
Shout
Groovy
out.
Gang. Shout
Yeah.
out.
I remember Amanda coming back and just being like, to me, said, "You love Hadley," and I was like, "Why?" She's like, "He's like you, but like 100 times more." And I was like,
you know what the funny thing is? Mandy came up to me and was like, "You'd love Josh." He's just like you, but 100 times less. Yeah.
He's actually worse than you. So yeah, that was Hip Hop Nation was a kind of like program where you get together in teams from all around Australia. You were on a team with Amanda from our
Yes.
crew.
Yep.
Groovy Gang.
Yeah.
Which year was this?
2019 was the Groovy Gang era. Yeah.
Wow.
"Damn."
So then through that, we kind of got a bit closer with you, and then through that time as well, we started seeing everyone else from Street Beats at events, at competitions. We got to know everyone else here, and then I think that's what is it 2019?
19. We went over
We
with
went
you
over,
guys.
yeah.
You went
Yeah.
2018.
Yeah.
I remember that, and then we.
Oh, that's
we
right,
worked
you guys-
together.
Yes, that's
2019,
true.
right?
So
Yeah.
we started.
You guys
competing.
lost to us, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Worlds happened. And we didn't make
like
prelims.
this.
Yeah, I thought so, bro.
Back to arch nemesis.
I'm 29th actually. So 2019 is when we started competing like against each other, right?
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
just moved on to
Adult
adult that
division.
year.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty good.
So tell us a little bit about like how did Sweet Feet start? What kind of crew is it, and then like what has led to all of you guys kind of coming together now?
I mean, Connor's the OG of this.
Yeah.
Start this.
So originally there was a crew called Soul Fresh back in 2012. It consisted of me and some other people, which then split off into two other crews, and one of them was Sweet Feet, and the other one was Play Doh, which Bree was in.
Yeah.
And then Sweet Feet, so from about 2013 to I think 2017, we just lost everything. In 2018 we won our 2017 we won our first state comp. Sorry, I don't remember exactly.
He's right. It was really
2017 we won our first state comp ever. Before that we just lost everything. 2018 we won our first nationals comp, but we were always just at HHI and like all the comps, but
Right.
no one like knew us really because we were just losing everything. But like, yeah.
But I feel like that does say a lot because, I feel like a lot of crews, like if it's not working out, they're like, gonna split up
Yeah.
or make a new crew with the best dancers or whatever. But like, that's not really what it's about at the end of the day. And the fact that like,
Stuck through it.
yeah, you stuck through it and now you are where you are.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I think the most successful crews stem from like those living through those moments where
From
you are
losing so
absolutely
much, yeah.
losing like so bad.
Yeah. No, we were awful though. We lost like everything.
I wasn't part of it back then. That was
terrible.
Yeah, Hadley has no connection. He does not want to be seen with us back then. But like, I don't know, we were never about winning though. We just enjoyed it. Like even now, I feel like if you see like Sweet Feet at comps or like anyway, our vibes like so much more just like not as cool as everyone else. Everyone is like so cool when they come to comps. I always see like other crews like, oh man, Suspects haven't been around for ages. They were so cool. Like all of them I think are so cool. We're just weird. Like everyone is so much
Like,
cooler than us.
They go,
You
oh,
can
it's
really-
Sweet Feet.
Bro,
They're
you
kind of
can-
goofy.
like how everyone trains is just such a it just says that so well because you look at like people like trying to get like full serious and like in comp mode, and then there's just like us in the corner doing whatever. Like,
You're like trying to pop a gummy into your mouth or like.
Or cutting your head open backstage.
Oh,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
we'll get there. Don't worry.
That's a talking point later.
I think that's like something that really drew like Project One, like us to you guys, was that kind of like that goofy attitude that you guys had, because it was so different to every other crew. Because like
We're quirky like that.
like Hadley said, like when you're at these comps, it can be really like frightening and intimidating because everyone's so serious and like, ugh. But like seeing you guys for the first time, we were like, yo, these guys are actually really funny.
Are we? We are not funny.
We
dude.
try.
We
It's
try.
just kind of like
No, I think I was talking to Hugo about this the other day, where we just like recycle the same jokes, and it's been like the same jokes for years, like literal years.
yeah, going to America is just a living nightmare because you hear the same like sentence on repeat for like 2 weeks.
You said the joke.
I know.
We did.
If
We
you laugh,
did.
though, I'm gonna keep saying it.
So then a couple more members joined. Some people came in and out. And
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have like a lot of crews at the studio, and it's more like getting older, and then there's like, if that just a natural progression of a crew is it goes on, and then eventually some people get disinterested because you're going through your teen years.
Yeah.
Some people get super interested, and just by the nature of it, we have leftover people like me and Bree to just put on the Sweet Feet.
No, like I think most of us were leftovers of others.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I auditioned when they held auditions late 2016.
Yeah, so there was like Noah and Con, and I think most of the others. Well, I mean, Bubbles is an exception. 'Cause
Bubbles was so one of the members of our crew now. Bubbles, he was teaching of the first year of Sweet Feet in 2013 when we were a junior crew. That's another thing. We were a junior crew. Now we're adults. But yeah,
Up to
he was teaching. Now he's in the crew, so it's pretty weird.
Yeah, because the original was Bubbles and Johnny. If you remember Johnny.
Yeah.
Both have been in Sweet Feet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We've been trying to get Chip to rejoin P1.
Wait, rejoin?
This is cut.
This is cut. We can say whatever we want.
So then, you know, as people join, you guys start competing and finding like quite a lot of success, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this is 2018 around. You guys are starting winning nationals and
We won ADCC.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys?
That was a Backstreet set,
Boys.
yeah.
I feel like we also had like a massive shift in style of 2018 where like we were doing a bit more of the like do 3 different songs, choose your styles, whereas now like, well, Don's a choreographer, but we more focus on like doing one big song, doing like one big performance and trying to embody as much stuff as we can in that and thinking of it like as a whole piece instead of like sections to make up a piece.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But I feel like that shift for us helped us out massively because it embodied our personalities a bit more in a way. I feel like, and like 2019 is when we like really started to like do a lot better and lose to you guys at like every comp.
Every nationals that year.
That
year,
2019?
So fun.
Yeah. I still remember when we got silver and you got gold in nationals. It was like the slightest difference.
It was
And
so
I'm
close.
like,
It's
like,
like-
so minuscule.
I'm like, I love you, man, but I want to beat you so bad.
But you guys definitely had your revenge
Yeah.
Oh, in Worlds, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
in Worlds, and also, you know, flash forward to 2022,
2021.
2021
In Brisbane.
in Brisbane. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But you guys,
You guys
took
got
out.
us there. You got us
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, we
You,
did.
you guys beat us after Worlds though in 2019 at ADCC. I
And
think.
at Battlegrounds.
Yeah, you guys beat us at
Yeah,
both of
to
them.
be honest, like,
No.
not gonna lie, like we were like, look, because we didn't make prelims at Worlds, obviously. We were like, but then surely we're on a similar level to Sweet Feet.
you guys
Right?
smoked us
Like-
everywhere else.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
how does this work? How does it? I'm not gonna lie, like we got back to our room after prelims, and we're just all sitting there like silent. We're all like,
And how did this happen?
But I think also like the fact that you guys got through gave us like a lot of joy in that same sense. We were like there's still so much for us to do here in terms of supporting them, and like I think as much as like we're joking about like we're competing and like winning and losing, like honestly you guys have been such an inspiration to us and
Yeah,
pushed us
absolutely.
so much.
God.
It's like the
Thank you.
it's like that one episode of Naruto where him and Sasuke are like walking up the tree and they have to like go
Get
higher,
higher
and
than
higher.
each other.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel. It was like
Who's who though?
Huh?
Who's who in this scenario?
Who's gonna leave the village and join Orochimaru?
Oh no.
Sorry, this is too much.
Who's
Really
this?
much.
Yeah.
Very niche reference.
Very niche.
So I think like in that sense. Shut up.
Keep going, man. Keep talking about anime. I love it.
In that sense, I feel like you guys pushed us a lot,
Yeah,
and
for real.
every time we were training for a comp, I think we were always in the back of our mind. We were like, "What about Sweet Feet? Like, what are they doing?
What are they up to?
You
Yeah.
know,
No,
like,
you should have seen how Don would talk behind stage. She's like, "Yeah, guys, just don't lose. Just don't lose to him. Just don't." And he's still like that. Like the one Don quote that keeps me up at night is, "Just don't lose.
Hey,
just don't."
lose. Hey. Yeah, well, I think it was also like around then as well, seeing like it's interesting hearing you guys talk about like how your sets started to change to that like one song and putting everything into that. Like seeing that was really cool to us as well, because I think we still stuck with the standard kind of like 3 different songs or like change it up 3 different styles, but seeing you guys just do it and kill it just in there whilst keeping your personality, I think that was really, really cool to us.
Yeah, that is so much of Don and his idea for our personality as a crew and like merging that with the song. Like so much of it is because he's very particular about it, and it's the song takes priority and all the other feeling and all the other dance and emotion and performance all comes from that song.
Yeah, he's a puppet master. He's crazy. Like something I really appreciate that he does is like he almost looks at us as like different colors on a canvas. So it's like, oh, this is like, I'm gonna level you up individually. Let's not care about the crew right now. Let's level you up individually so that when we put you inside a crew thing, that we can like, we know what you want to be good at. So you're training towards it, and then we can put that in the routine. So at the end of the day, like everything that gets put into these routines are something that we all want to work on, even all of our individual stuff. So when it comes to it, like we have a catalog of stuff we all want to do that's in a routine. And so it just like, it makes
you work towards it.
Yep.
Anyway,
yeah.
it like aligns your goals with the routine.
Yeah, because something that we learnt was that like you got to push yourself as an individual before you push yourself as a crew.
Yeah,
So we're all growing as individuals, and then we're all bringing that to our crew.
Yeah.
Which is what I think led to just the longevity of this crew. It's 10 years, dude.
Yeah. That's actually insane.
That's like nothing to laugh at. What you were saying, Hadley, about like the pushing yourselves as individuals. Like, do you think, like Brie coming into the crew, do you think that there was a sense of competition there as well? Like, or is it more like, oh, I see them working hard, I want to work harder? Or is it like a competition, or is it like a pushing? Like, what would you
I mean,
say?
sorry, Heather.
No, go.
I mean, personally, I don't see it as competition.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, like, just being the only girl and stuff, it's always like, make sure.
You're the only girl?
You're the only girl there?
Whoa,
That's
wait,
crazy, dude.
You're more of a girl than me.
Correct.
But, like, obviously there's that kind of view, like, oh, she needs to keep up with the boys and things like that. And for me, like, sometimes tricks, like, I can't flare. Not on my life.
Don't tell the judges.
I was gonna say, don't you?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
learned
like,
ourselves.
that's what I'm saying.
A moment where
You
you
gotta
all
fake
flare.
it till you make it.
No,
But it's more just like seeing all the boys do what they can do. It's like, damn, I want to do that. So it's like, it pushes me to do better.
I think also like seeing you with that, I've never thought like, oh, she's the girl of the crew. Like it's just never crossed my mind. It's just always been like all dancers, right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like you're singled out either. Like I think, or anyone is singled out.
Yeah.
Like I think, yeah.
Or all singled out equally.
Yeah, exactly.
Equally idiots. That's all. Yeah.
But you see a lot of these crews that come through, and it's like the fact that there is our only girl. It's like the fact that they're a girl is the reason why they're singled out. She's singled out because of her skill. It ain't nothing
exactly,
about that.
exactly,
Like
yeah.
she pulls her weight. She pulls her weight. You pull your weight.
pull your
Bump
weight.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome, child. Yeah.
It's good.
Oh, that's probably Ella. That's our roommate.
Oh, okay.
Ella. It's not Ella.
That's probably
We just
peaked
closed
it.
the door.
Oh, the door was open. We left that open.
Oh, we're gonna have to cut that now. It's so embarrassing that we leave doors open.
So I think
Let's keep going.
I think we got to, what was it, 2021 was like your guys' big year. Was that right?
That was Pump It.
That's Pump. Oh,
I love that set.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good.
No,
set.
no, yours
We
said that it
love
was
that.
sick. 'Cause what was it? It was 100 miles and running, and the
hats.
Raining Men, or no?
What was it?
Yeah.
Jade owned that set though. Oh my god, that was so good. That's
she
like
killed. She
nuts.
killed.
I mean, that was
Yeah.
a big test for us because that was the first time we choreographed the routine ourselves without Chip doing it for us, and we were like, okay, we got to go up against Sweet Feet with our choreo. We were like, and pretty much like I remember maybe a couple days before we left for nationals, Chip watched our routine and was basically like, yeah, nah, like you got to
Change everything.
You got to
Yeah.
change all
Change
these formations.
everything.
And because this is the first year Chip stopped teaching us.
Yeah.
And so to be honest, tension between us was running high.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
because,
yeah.
because we didn't have anyone to look to,
Or to mediate.
right? It was like everyone's equal. How do you make decisions? And so we were already like kind of like, you know, a bit tense with each other. And then Chip's like, just before we leave, yeah, you have to change like all these formations, do this, do this.
Yeah.
And so like we just like, okay, like we just go into the studio and just do it. But I think it definitely paid off. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, we
and it was a really good,
devastated.
it was a really good test. We're like, can we at least like be on par with Sweet Fit? Because you guys were kind of like our benchmark.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Damn.
How did because you had a lot of hats in that routine, right?
we had many hats in
Yeah.
that.
How was
White-
that?
White or something?
It was white and black, or
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had like a white bucket hat. The hardest part of that actually was finding all the bucket hats. I think.
Legit.
Yeah.
We couldn't get them anywhere.
Every single one. There was probably like maybe 2 the same, and that was it.
Yeah, they're all different. Anyway, but like, I think
I want to know more about these bucket hats. Why did you need so many different bucket hats?
The only 2 that were the same was the ones that Amanda's mum made. That's it.
yeah, she like knitted them.
Mum made?
Yeah.
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 Damn.
Yo.
So that was pretty tough. But I think in retrospect, actually, I was thinking we should have just brought out the hats for the finals. Like we should have left them
And
in
then
the
stepped it up a
semifinals.
bit.
And
Yeah.
then stepped it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Because we had like a bunch of hat tricks and yeah, it was pretty dangerous some of the stuff we were doing. But
We could have
also,
easily
like,
lost so many points.
Yeah.
I think
That's-
Yeah, I remember watching that routine. It's like, this is risky, but it's working. Because, I mean, like, we saw ID this year, and that was crushing, dude.
Those
Crushing.
hat tricks are insane.
And, like,
Damn.
during, I think it was both pre's and semis, they failed it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was only when they got to finals
Nailed
where
it
they
in
actually
finals.
made it.
I was gonna say, yeah.
But
So,
it was
yeah,
very
they
sick, and
probably
everyone
did
was
that on
very
purpose.
hyped.
Yeah, it was a character arc, I'll tell you. Bro.
yeah.
damn.
yeah, prelims
Bro,
and
so
semis,
like
yeah.
seeing and actually looking back on how there was a lot of hat tricks, dude. You're-
Yeah, and some of them just come out of nowhere. You're like,
Are you okay?
Do you have a video of that? I gotta watch it again now. Honestly, it's
Okay,
There would
so-
be something on YouTube.
Do you guys have a contact with Joel?
Oh, you don't have it?
We've
No, we
been
do.
trying. I don't know if I should air this on the
no,
podcast.
Aaron,
I think it's
dude.
fine.
He
I
will
think it's
listen to
fine.
this
got
and
it, we got
know.
it.
We've been messaging him for a year straight, being like, "Hey, bro, like, do you have the video?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, I'll send it to you real soon."
and then, like, Ryan,
yeah.
Ryan's
Nothing.
messaged him about 3 times. I've messaged him
No,
like 3 times.
10 times.
No, really?
That's
Yeah.
so good.
Do they film nationals that year?
They,
Yeah,
he
they-
said every
they-
year they
they
film,
filmed
and they never
everything,
send it
bro.
out.
I've never seen. No,
So-
They
all
didn't
these have
put
been,
that
like, from
year
Don
on
and Brooke I've
YouTube.
seen.
They didn't.
They
Yeah.
didn't.
So we're
But-
like, have the videos been lost?
But he's literally.
He says he has them.
Yeah, he's like, I just need to find the link. I'm like,
Oh,
The
What
link?
was that?
So,
Yeah.
So
so
find the link.
basically,
Oh, bro,
Because-
that sounds like he has a like.
Pump It was filmed because they put it on a reel.
Yeah,
oh,
but
I did. Yeah.
No, everything was filmed. I remember.
They always
we
film
can
it
see
and
the
send them out.
camera.
They
guy.
paid for someone to film it, so you think they'd use it?
Yeah, they,
so basically, when Canberra Regionals come up in April, I'm gonna talk
Yeah,
to
yeah,
this.
yeah.
that's why you're entering just to
Gotta
ask
pull
him.
it aside.
Excuse
me.
We need this video.
that's our whole set. Our 2 minutes is just like,
Please give us the video.
Please.
Please. Just
Custom
begging.
music as well.
Oh, bro. No, but it'd be extra funny if you brought your own camera and filmed it and it'd be like, hey, if you want these and you want them posted, like, yeah, send me, come on.
So yeah, I think we skipped forward a little bit to there. But we actually like went to America together in 2019.
Yeah.
That was fun.
So this was when we both qualified for the Hip Hop Internationals.
Yep.
We both represented Australia. A few of you weren't in Sweet Feet at the time.
Yeah, we went, but we went with Scramble.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Scramble.
Hey.
Yeah.
So that was a really fun trip. I think we got a lot closer then. I think that's when
Big
we
time.
like
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
Oh,
actually
for sure, dude.
hung
And like,
out.
especially, I don't know if I should be talking about the video.
Yeah. We had this discussion before. Yeah.
Should
We
we
had
say
this discussion before.
Do we cut this? Do we cut this?
So we filmed the video as well.
I think,
that
yeah.
we have on
Hey,
our
the
YouTube.
first half of the video is great, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
first
man.
half. This is a few scenes.
Where, you mean like with the one where I almost die in the end?
That one, yes.
And I continued clapping after.
That's the best.
Oh, it's a beautiful scene. I'll give you that.
Yeah, so like, can you tell the story about what happened there?
So I remember the set exactly. It was you, Connor, myself, and Andy. We were doing
Yeah.
a Beer Boy set. And I had the idea, you two were going to flare freeze. And I was like to Andy, okay, flip me. He's like, sure. Because I know he'd flipped you
Right, yes,
in 2018.
Yeah.
I was like, you got this. And you see in the video, what happens is I must have stepped incorrectly because I slip through Andy's fingers and he throws me up. And I just go up and land on the scalding hot pavement. And I'm fine. I'm not mad at all. Like, Andy, I love you. It was a lot of fun.
We
That's
love
great.
Andy.
But in the background, you see Josh here. Like, everyone's in the back clapping. Josh has got this face like, that just happened. But he's still... Oh, what?
Everyone stop clapping and goes
Oh,
to hell.
violence.
Everyone asked me, he said, why did you keep clapping? And I literally think I, at that point, just blacked out. And I was like, I was trying to process, like, what to do when you fell. But
Like,
my body was
yeah.
still, like, because you know, like, when, like, you know, when you're doing dance, like, there's stuff that your body would just do naturally.
Yeah.
I was in that mode. I was just like, yep, clap. And then, like, my face, you can see it. The moment it changed, I was like, ooh. But my body just kept clapping.
Because we practiced it and it worked perfectly. I think it was just like in the moment, I must have misstepped. Like, I definitely
there was
did
a
something
take
wrong.
where it worked and it's in there, right?
Yeah.
So
I
like
think we-
it
no,
did
I think
work.
we changed it.
Yeah, we changed it so we just,
Does it
him and I just
freeze?
freeze.
We did
yeah.
like 3 takes of it.
Yeah.
Like it worked in practice, and then we did 3 takes, and it wasn't working, and we were like, we have to move on.
And I
So
was
we
like,
just
I
changed it.
cannot stop. Because we stumbled and we tried again and I
Yeah.
like bailed. I hurt myself again. That's off camera. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do a freeze instead.
Yeah, yeah.
That was still pretty funny though. I still show everyone that video because I'm like, look at me almost die here. It's great.
So that's on our YouTube if you want to check it out.
So good.
It's
Yeah.
a good
You have to watch
video.
all the way to the end, though, if you want to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
last like 2 seconds.
Don't skip to the end. I know you want to, but like yeah, just watch the whole thing.
Oh, the video
Actually,
itself is
watch
well
the
done.
first half
Watch
and
all
then
the ads.
cut to
And
the
then
very
skip
end.
to the end.
And then skip to the very end.
Watch all the ads as well, otherwise you can't see it.
Yeah.
And make sure when you're watching it, you subscribe and press the little bell
Oh, I'm
button.
loving this. This is great.
Thanks,
This is
guys.
fantastic.
We're gonna support the homies.
That was a fun. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
fun.
that
that was a good way to end the trip actually.
That was
Yeah,
really
I think that was like the first time
On the pavement.
Because at least for like me, that was the first time where I was like doing like a video where I feel like the person behind the camera was actually like knowing what they was doing, you know? So like, because you guys been making videos before that, so I didn't understand like compositionally like what you meant by all these things,
Right.
and then you're like, oh yeah, you could just and then you I'm like, what you mean? It's like, and then I watched the video back, it's like, Rob popped out of nowhere, like how did he do that? It's just like everything just worked. And now,
Oh, I'm glad.
Ryan
I'm
Telfer
glad.
Media.
Ryan's
Ryan Telfer
yeah,
Media.
the
Ryan's
big
genius.
inspiration behind Banana Man is actually Ryan.
What?
No,
Are you
what?
serious?
Yes, definitely.
okay.
Yes, definitely.
Totally.
I was gonna.
I didn't know. I made the video and I was like, is it really?
Oh, bro, it's so funny. I'll say this right now, so
Thanks.
my honey
Dadly.
could be happy.
I'm-
So
that's okay, I'm
Banana
fine.
Man, like, even though was it my idea?
Okay, initially it was your idea, and then we like worked it out together.
Yeah, and then he did his film school magic, and then he pretty much did all of it, and now but everyone still considers it like my video for some reason. Yeah,
Banana
I'll
Man
say that right now.
Is a beautiful piece of art
Oh, thanks,
that you
guys.
can see on your Instagram.
Yeah, on our Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll put it on YouTube. I'll put it on Sway for YouTube. Why not?
Sweet, yeah, let's go.
So,
And make sure you watch it all the way through.
And
And subscribe and like and comment.
And click the little bell button to get notifications.
It
for the
doesn't.
next
It doesn't
upload.
work when you say it. We have to say it
Oh,
for
okay,
you.
okay.
And
wow.
click the little bell to get
Yeah.
notifications.
This is too many calls to action. They're going to be so confused.
I don't know what to do. So then, that was.
That was 2018,
That was
2019.
2019 was that year we went over. Yeah.
2019. Yeah, really built our solid friendship then. I think.
For sure, bro.
What was our group chat name? Sweet
Project
Project
Feet.
Feet.
Project
Feet.
Feet, yeah.
And it was also like nights that you guys would like come over to like our place and
That was the loudest night.
I think this was actually the first time I legitimately saw Hadley mad.
Oh no, like
Secret Hitler.
No. I think this was
The
this
pen game.
Werewolf or Mafia?
This was-
Mafia, right?
No, it wasn't even that. It was the pen game.
That was me. You're thinking of me. I lost it. I was so
No,
angry.
both of you.
No, both because I thought I got it and then I didn't, and then I was actually like the last person to get it. I did. You're bringing up emotions.
So I think it was one of the last nights over there.
It was,
and we
after
we
battles.
invited you guys to the boys' villa,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and yeah, it was
that was
So
chaos.
it was so
dude.
rowdy, and I don't know what time did you guys
Like
end up.
I remember
leaving?
having a full argument with Jade because we was playing Mafia and she said, "No, I'm not in, and here's every
Oh.
reason why." And I'm trying to concentrate,
That's
and I
pretty
think
Jade,
you were with like Jem and Das playing Go Fish at the side, and I was completely distracted. I was like, "What were you saying?"
Like on paper,
Jade-
the
Jade
idea
gets very
would make
competitive.
sense. Like big
Yeah.
game night, fine. In like execution, no
It was a
way.
mess.
It was so many.
was a
there's
mess,
Too many people.
Jade gets very competitive with.
Oh,
Mark.
I felt
saw
the
that.
energy,
Yeah.
bro.
If you cross her, you're
Because it was me, her, and wasn't it you at the end? Because that final round killed me. That final round killed me.
I
'Cause it was like,
purely play Mafia to make Jade mad.
oh, you succeeded, dude. You succeeded. 'Cause you ended up being, a Mafia member, right?
I think I was.
Yeah. And so
I
it
think
was.
I was.
How do you remember this?
Oh, because I.
It was,
dude. I remember
an
the
iconic
stress.
night. It was an iconic night.
I remember the word snow for some reason, but that's it.
No.
Yes, I can't remember like anything from that night.
We're in the middle of the desert.
There was something to do with snow, man. Trust me.
Trust you.
Trust.
I don't know though. I can't remember. It was
snow,
so.
though.
Now I need to
crazy.
know what where snow comes
Yeah.
from.
So yeah, through that, I think then we kind of went home, building this friendship, and we would see each other at all these different battle events.
Yes.
And I think that's also like so cool. So cool to have people that we see at battle events that are like just friends, you know?
Yeah. Like, and I realized the other day, it's like, I feel like the scene has become such a lot closer. And I feel like it started with us. So when like, in terms of like other like crews that were in our division, it was always like that like petty sort of antagonist. It's like, oh, hi.
Oh, right.
And
yeah.
then
it's
like
like- it's like-
complete dead fan
Like
face.
fake
Yeah.
interaction.
Yeah.
exactly.
And so like, this was the first time where I was like, oh, I genuinely want to know these people and be friends with them.
right.
Yeah.
And then like, as soon as like we got buddy together, I feel like because we were in that mood, everyone just got like naturally buddy with like everyone else.
That's a big claim. Wow.
It was,
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Oh, for real? Because I feel
Yeah,
like
no, I
that's
think
that-
other people were friends. They just might not have been friends with us.
Yeah, maybe it's just us. We're just outside.
I think everyone was supposed to
Maybe
to
we're
us,
just the
two
weird
crews was
ones.
just the weird ones. We had to.
Yeah.
That was it.
Because it's like
Everyone was just antagonistic towards us.
Yeah. They
Maybe.
were all friends, man.
no, because I feel like especially like how we talk to like Anonymous now, I feel like a lot of the same connections. For sure, bro.
What about delinquents as well?
Oh, that was the trio. That was the trio of us going over there, the adults.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, shout
No,
out.
we didn't go over.
No,
to
delinquents didn't go that year.
They did.
They went
No,
the
they
year
went
before.
2018, the same year they went, but different divisions.
Ah.
But we went with Pretty Boy Swag that year.
Yeah, shout out Pretty
Shout out
Boy.
Pretty Boy.
Boy Swag.
Swag.
Two
Pretty boy
Swag Studios.
Pretty Boy.
Pretty boy.
Yeah, I think it is also like growing up young in the scene. I feel like it's really hard to like make friends with other crews, especially in the short time you get at competitions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Because
it's like,
it's
you're
like
focusing on yourself.
one weekend every couple of months.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
And
you're
you're
focusing on
training.
yourself. You're training. Like you don't want to, get too rowdy. You don't want to hurt yourself before the comp.
Yeah.
Conserving energy.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself
Yeah.
before the
Oh,
comp.
yeah, how-
Don't
how-
hurt yourself
how did
before
that
the
happen?
comp. Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, you want me to talk about it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk
Okay,
about it.
so
Time for the story.
it's in the same year, 2019, we were at Battlegrounds, and we were backstage, and Connor and I saw this part of the roof that was lower than the rest of it. We could jump up and we could tap it, and then Connor did this thing where he pretended to hit his head. Like there's an old method, pretend to hit my head or something like that.
I was
Connor
worried
does
he's going
it.
to do it again.
I like that, this glove. And then I tried it and it worked pretty well. I was like, cool. And I went to my friend, hey, Beth, jump up. And I missed it and my hands were too high. I rammed right into the corner. I fell down. It was like, you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I just feel this blood dripping down my face. Run to the bathroom. There is a gash on my forehead. This is like 2 hours before we go on stage for prelims, mind you.
Not even.
Great
It was like
timing.
within the hour, I swear.
And then all I remember is they got a wheelchair up there, and all I remember is your face, Josh. Just you walk out of the elevator, and you're like, what? Just that. We were frozen. Just like, what is happening here? I was like, oh, I'm cool.
I remember just seeing you be like, bro, like what happened?
You
Like,
guys left to get food.
I saw you 10 seconds ago and you were
You
fine.
guys, like, the whole crew left to get
Yeah.
food, and Project One comes back and they're like, what has happened here? Like, oh my God. It was so funny. So, yeah, didn't perform that night. And then what was funny was after that comp, like that night, we were playing break backstage, and I had stitches in my head. I just was doing head spins and everything backstage. It was so bad. The worst decision.
Because it was like a national, international, back to back for the battleground.
Yeah. So I performed the next day, but I wasn't technically allowed to the first night because I had anesthetic injected to get the stitches.
So did you guys reformat for that round?
For that one day, yeah. And then we just went, oh, Phil, we can go back.
Isn't
to
that the
the
most
other
like stressful?
In
it
2
could ever
hours, they had
get?
2 hours to
Yeah,
do it.
it could ever get in.
I was gonna
going to
perform.
When
I
you
was-
have to reformat just before.
Yeah.
I was fully ready to perform too. Then the doctor said, no, you're not allowed to. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you have anesthetic. I'm like, like, what? I could do this, sure.
Yeah, that was stressful, but I had to go full tunnel vision to actually like get everything right.
Yeah.
How do you guys work as a crew during this time?
When does the work happen?
Oh, yeah, that's a very good
No,
question.
actually, that's a good
You
question.
kind of just blink and it just kind of happens. And then it's back to mucking around.
Yeah. I feel like we muck around and have like so many dumb ideas that some of them somehow work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah. Very
Yeah,
much so.
usually at some point in any session, Connor will be like, okay, guys, hear me out. And we'll
like-
have the
and it's like,
most
oh,
insane
God, what is he
idea
about to say?
ever.
Yeah.
And we'll take it and be like, no, but then we'll take some part of it and like, oh yeah, this could kind of work. something
No,
like that.
it's stressful when he says, "I have an idea." We all almost groan, and then he's and this. No, you come here. That's the most stressful thing to get. And you go, "I'm about to die."
It's like the Hunger Games being picked.
Whenever Don's like, we have to throw someone, we just look at Bree or Garrett, because the smallest one's like, okay, one of you is going up in the air for something.
Tristan always.
Tristan always
gets
gets
thrown.
thrown.
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah, and we're always the best. Like, I want someone to get thrown. It's like, and we get us into position.
I just watch.
Throwing position.
Yeah,
Watch, we film it too, it's great.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, like, last time we threw Tristan, we kind of injured him. So
Oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
That's
Is
on
he
our
okay?
that's on our Instagram if you want to check that out.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the basketball hoop.
Make
Yeah.
sure to like and subscribe.
I saw that.
That was so bad. We should not have done that.
Yeah, we should.
I didn't know if that was legit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's legit.
It was legit.
Oh no.
I spent with him. We're in the
6
ER.
hours or something?
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
Like right after, like all sweaty after training, go in there. We're supposed to all have pizza because after training we always have pizza together. And we
Cute.
How are we doing on time, real quick, Rob?
I think we're 37 minutes.
37 minutes, though.
epic.
Epic.
ER. We were in the ER for 6 hours and didn't really have dinner. And yeah. Oh, it was Halloween, so we were dressed up in costumes. I was Toad, and he
have
was dressed
Monica
up as
costumes?
Mario. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, because the whole joke was that he came through as Toad, so he cut like a basketball in half and just like
Right.
wore it in his head and just went wah to like everyone.
Yeah, that was a fun Halloween.
It was a fun bit.
Yeah, that's basically what Sweet Fit is. Just one thing like that for like several hours. every
One
day.
singular bit.
Yeah.
There's something interesting that I heard from some of the people from Quest Crew on a podcast, and they were saying that like they have a similar approach of like they just mess around, and then somehow at the end there's something that just clicks, and then they make
Yeah.
the best show possible.
I'm the
you know?
biggest Quest Crew fan.
Yeah.
Dude, don't get him.
Dude,
he knows the curry, dude.
Quest Crew. I cannot do that.
All the audio listeners are gonna have no idea what just happened.
just know he did something so sick.
It was incredible.
Triple back.
Sick, you dude.
Yeah.
No prep.
And it's somehow like through all that messing around, like you couldn't have got to that result without
Yeah.
that messing around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, we do that for like first 5 weeks, and the next 5 weeks, it's like stress is on, make a good routine, do all the good curry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But in between there, yeah, a lot of the cool stuff we do is from messing around. Like the role we did at Worlds was what,
Yeah.
5 weeks of just trial and error.
So I
until we
couldn't
got
get it. Everyone got it the first day,
Yeah,
and it
he
took me a
sucked.
month. So the role in our Worlds routine where we're like on each other, I just could not get it at all.
dude.
Every time I just fell over, couldn't get out. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this, and I had to just like just grit my teeth and do it. But I felt so slack that everyone had it. And I was like, oh, this is like such a big thing.
I couldn't do it, but I didn't have
He
to.
didn't have to. God,
He
he
did
said.
the freeze in the middle, yeah.
Watching that set, dude, I remember the first time we watched it together, we were just like,
We were the same.
It was crazy.
It didn't really click because we do all the cool skills and stuff, but our cleaning is terrible.
Oh, cleaning is
We are like
terrible.
always off angles.
Did not look that way.
Well, that literally came together like a few days before prelims.
Few days.
Yeah.
And if I watch us at ADCC that year compared to Worlds,
Oh my
it is
gosh.
a mess.
Wow.
Yeah, because we
It
went
is
up
a
against Carnage.
Carnage.
Yeah, Carnage was
And
sick.
Carnage was
like,
solid.
we were
Yeah,
looking at that
Carnage was good.
ADCC set, we're like, oh.
Yeah, they were,
It was so good.
bro.
It was a blessing in disguise because originally it was just going to be that one song at the start,
Yeah.
and that second song was literally, oh, we need an extra how much for ADCC? Let's put it in. And
We need an extra minute. Don's like, you're gonna do extra 2 minutes, 4 minutes straight of dancing with
Yeah.
7 of us, no breaks. It was tough,
Yeah, it was insane.
but it was good.
But it was
Cardio.
good at the end of it
Worthwhile.
because he saw it on stage and it's like, we need the second part, and that's
Yeah.
what we ended up bringing to world stage.
Speaking of Worlds, so you guys just went to Worlds again last year.
Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
And I heard you guys did pretty well. And then we're gonna cut here.
That's episode.
That'll be episode 1.
Okay.
To be continued.
No, they won't see you doing the gritty on the podcast. They won't
We
see.
can put it in outtakes.
Oh yeah, we'll put it in the
Like
outtakes.
credits and then like after credits.
Yeah.